We have about another hour to go with this continuing alert day. We do have this for all areas now, still holding on to hazardous road travel. When I come back, we'll talk about more of this in just a moment.
Right now, this morning, snow and ice are leaving slick road conditions across the area. News 8's Allison Fergit will give us a live look in the News 8 Storm Runner. Big changes to the state's Move Over law. We'll have more on the bill signed by the governor. And car prices are expected to rise even more next year. We'll have those details in our consumer news. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter on this Wednesday, December 10th. It is just about 6 a.m. Big story of the day is, of course, the weather. We will send it right over to meteorologist Art Jarrett in the Weather Center. He's tracking it all for us. The wintry mess, it is real.
Yeah, and that's going to stick with us for the better part of the day. One, because we've got snowfall continuing on. The alert day will end for this morning, though. Let's just get that straight. We'll also see the hazardous road travel still continuing on because we're going to be in it all day today, and it's not going anywhere with more snow on the way for Thursday as well. So we have the snow, the slick roadways, the refreezing of snow, the gusty winds, the blowing and drifting of snow. That continues through the afternoon as well. So it won't be an alert day, but we still have the possibility of hazardous roadways. Getting into the possibility of this now, the snow is just about to leave La Crosse within the next half hour or so, and is now through Prairie du Chien and heading out of the state gradually. We'll also be seeing those winds switch on us going from the north. Then eventually they'll come out of the northwest, and that's going to usher in more of that snow you see in the top left corner of your screen back towards us as we get into the noon hour, possibly for areas right by Eau Claire. Lows this morning, we're looking at the possibility of temperatures in the widespread 20s. Of course, as the kids are going to school, they're going to have temperatures that are going to be much warmer for them this morning than they will be later on this afternoon by a couple of degrees or so. La Crosse is still showing a little light snowfall out there. Eau Claire has some type of a light breeze giving way to Winona with a little snow that is now waning for you as well. But you take a look here as we get into the 7 o'clock hour, we could be seeing our high for the day, possibly either for 7 a.m. or even for the 9 a.m. hour, and that continues also for Eau Claire as well, with snow still in your forecast, with the possibility of getting a high of 25 for your forecast for the day, giving way to this as we roll right into how this all plays out. Temperatures will continue to drop as we get into the weekend. Yeah, those are highs, 3 to 5 degrees for your weekend on Saturday and Sunday. Back to you.
All right, Art, and snow and ice are leaving slick road conditions, as you can imagine, across the area. We've been checking in all morning. We'll check in once again with News 8's Allison Fergit. She's got a live look at the road conditions for us from the News 8 Storm Runner. What are you seeing out there now, Allison?
Well, good morning, Alexandra, and I'll show you exactly where we are right now and what we are seeing. So we are just getting to North La Crosse coming from Onalaska, and the roads, they are not great at all. But I will say our local municipalities have been doing a great job of making sure to keep our roads as safe as they can. We've seen so many snowplows out, so many salt trucks out as well, and they're really doing their best. So I think that the roads are a little bit better than we had earlier today, but they still aren't great. So make sure to give yourself some grace, because as that snow is coming down, you know, while you're traveling this morning, just give yourself that extra time to get where you need to go, and also make sure to give that grace to your fellow drivers, as we all are still kind of getting used to this winter weather. Obviously not our first winter storm this year, but we are still kind of getting used to winter as it's starting to ramp up for sure. But yeah, as you can see, the roads are covered, so it's a little hard to see exactly where some of those lines are, so give yourself some extra space. And when you're stopping, we are noticing some sliding still, especially in those roundabouts that maybe are a little bit more difficult to get cleared out. So yeah, make sure that you're giving yourself plenty space between you and the driver ahead of you, and especially if you're behind a snowplow like we were for a while, they might just stop and hold off traffic while they clear out an intersection. So also give yourself that extra time on your travel commute this morning, because you just never know what you could see on these roads. But for now, we will send it back to you in the studio, Alexandra, but we'll have another look at the roads later on.
All right, Allison, yeah, we've had 2 mild winters, so we do really have to get used to these conditions again. Thank you for those reminders. And La Crosse has declared a snow emergency. That means that alternate side parking is in effect. It started at midnight. That'll end Friday at 6 p.m. Vehicles can only park on the side of the street with addresses corresponding with that day's date. We're not the only ones dealing with the wintry wallop. Jared Hill takes a look at the freezing temps gripping parts of the country.
Overnight, a whiteout in Wisconsin as heavy snow led to a winter weather advisory in parts of the state. Plow trucks were out in Minnesota, with the upper Midwest bracing for more snow early in the season.
This time of the year is a lot different for drivers because they're learning how to drive in the snow again.
Snow removal is a very hard business.
In St. Paul, the earlier bout of winter weather is creating steady work for Ryan Warner's company.
Everyone's signing contracts, they want to be covered.
But it's not all about making money. There are also neighbors helping neighbors. A member of the St. Louis City Snow Angels volunteer group was out clearing the sidewalk for one of their own, inside after ankle surgery.
It's a 2-to-1 ratio of people who need help versus those who can help. And not everyone can help out for every storm.
For this Minnesota business, the chilly temperatures are a cold comfort, with snowmobile sales seeing a boom after a lengthy lull.
It's been really tough, honestly, you know, not having snow for 2 years and actually one of those not having ice.
In the Pacific Northwest, a powerful storm system dubbed an atmospheric river dumped inches of heavy rain, leading to high water and causing this waterfall to swell, flooding roads around Snohomish County in Washington state.
I don't think people are taking it very serious. I mean, this whole valley you can't even get to now. So if anybody has an emergency out there, they have to get a boat.
As levels are expected to continue to rise, prompting local officials to declare a state of emergency. Jared Hill, CBS News.
And in Minneapolis, police say a man died last night when a snowplow struck him in the parking lot at MSP Airport. The victim is believed to be a 47-year-old man. The Minnesota State Patrol is still investigating. A reminder for you, in between newscasts, you can use the First Warn weather app to track conditions where you are. And some headlines around the state. Governor Evers signing a new bill expanding on the state's move over law. Currently, the law only applies to emergency vehicles and certain vehicles with flashing lights. Now, any vehicle with flashing or hazard lights would be included. Childhood vaccination rates are dropping in Wisconsin, and Democratic lawmakers want to do something about it. 86.4% of students met minimum vaccine requirements during last school year, down about 3% from the year before. Current law says anyone under 18 needs parental consent to get vaccinated. One bill aims to lower that age to 16.
When you start having large numbers of kids in our classrooms who haven't received vaccines for measles and mumps and rubella, or for polio, you're putting every child, and particularly those most medically vulnerable children, at risk.
The other bill would end Wisconsin's personal conviction waiver, which allows parents to exempt their children from vaccines for personal reasons. Driftless Humane Society unveiling a new spay and neuter surgery suite. It offers new state-of-the-art pre-operation surgery and recovery space. Once a month, the suite will host vets for high-volume operations, offering low-cost surgeries in the region.
Rural areas obviously are a little bit tougher to get access to care. And our resources. There's less financial resources, there's less manpower, and so it's really important for us to come together, collaborate, and build these spaces.
The Humane Society is also raising funds for phase 2 of the surgery space. It's looking to raise $50,000 for equipment and further service expansion. Logan Middle School students are creating blessing bags for people in need. A local grant is helping take their project to the next level. The Student Council proposed the idea of blessing bags, small care kits with essential items for people who can't afford basic necessities. The students took their idea to Lacrosse Soup, where local groups present projects and the audience votes on who wins a micro grant.
Shocking, honestly, to find out that we won. I was not fully expecting it because there was just so many amazing pitches there and everybody truly deserved the money. But just to find out that we're going to be able to do our project is kind of amazing.
Great job to them. The students now have $2,500 for their blessing bags. Their original plan was to fill 180 bags, but now they say they'll be able to fill even more. If you want to help, you can reach out to Logan Middle School. Happening today, the Salt Smart Kickoff event at the Black River Beach Neighborhood Center. That starts at 4 p.m. Teaching about the negative impact road salt in the winter has on our environment. Attendees will participate in a brine making workshop and can take the Salt Smart Pledge. Registration is encouraged at the Forestry Department's website. Environmental activist and TED Talker Robin Greenfield will speak tonight at Larson's General in La Crosse at 6 p.m. The Wisconsin native will focus on sustainable living as part of his Earth Provides Us with Everything We Need tour. The time now is 6:08. Still ahead on your morning news. A new report warns corporate America is rolling back progress for women in the workforce. McCormick reveals its flavor of the year, and nearly a third of American teens now use AI chatbots every day. If you're in the market for a new car, you might want to hold your breath. Car prices are going to keep accelerating with no sign of stalling. And for now, we'll send you to break with something to put the good in your morning. Today is National Lager Day. Lager is a type of beer made from yeast, cold and bottom fermented. Before refrigeration, brewers perfected this process in cellars dug into the ground and filled with ice. I think we have some of those here in La Crosse. Lagers are known for their crisp or refreshing taste. And now we'll take another live look outside from our News 8 Storm Runner. Live in La Crosse, it appears. You can see the roads are still covered. We do know that the plows are out, the salt trucks are out, but they've got their work cut out for them. So try to help them out by giving them extra space, giving yourself some extra time, and taking it easy out there this morning. We'll check back in with Allison Ferget just ahead.
This December at Furniture, Decor & More in Westby and Boscobel, bring 10 non-perishable food items to support local pantries and get 10% off your entire purchase. Furniture, mattresses, home decor, seasonal finds. Make your home holiday ready while giving back.
Get your projects done with Bosch Power Tools from Menards. Bosch Power Tools are engineered to handle the toughest jobs, and Menards carries over 65 Bosch tools in stock. Whether you need to rip, cut, drill, or drive, Bosch Power Tools provide the power and performance you need to handle the toughest tasks. Now at Menards, pick up this Bosch half-inch drill kit for $79, or get this 6.5-inch circular saw for just $119.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Plantar fasciitis feels like pointed, sharp pain. It just hurts all the time. It feels like your foot is squeezing on itself. When I drove past the Good Feet store, I thought, I'm gonna stop in. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support for my feet that were personally fitted just for me. Then it was like, okay, this is something special. These make a difference.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Valley Fudge and Candy came about almost by accident. I wanted to be in a craft show, and I am not crafty. So my husband Steve said, well, let's make some fudge like your grandma used to make. We took it to the craft show, totally sold out, and here we are all these years later with over 45 flavors of fudge. What's better for the holidays than fudge? We have individual pieces or gift boxes. Try our holiday or everyday flavors. Stop in the store or visit us online.
Our hearing connects us with people, and when that bridge is broken, our job is to help people with that hearing loss and reconnect them back with their lives again. We really feel that better hearing is a better life. Happy holidays from Better Hearing Center.
So that no matter what mess you brought into this church today, no matter what addiction and what struggle, no matter how many times you've doubted God or questioned God, that because of Jesus Christ, God's not holding it over your head. Instead, there is this amazing grace, there is this unconditional love that you and I can say, God doesn't just put up with us. God loves us.
Join Pastor Mike Novotny each Sunday. Watch Time of Grace on Channel 8, WKBT.
Get your home holiday ready, help your community, and save big at Furniture, Decor & More in Westby and Boscobel. Bring 10 non-perishable food items to help local food pantries and save 10% on your entire purchase. Shop, save, and share the spirit of giving.
In your morning consumer news, a new report warns corporate America risks rolling back progress for women. Consulting firm McKinsey & Company and advocacy group Lean In say women are underrepresented at every level. They asked companies about their commitment to women's career advancement. 54% said they place a high priority on it. 21% give little to no priority. Spice maker McCormick says its 2026 flavor of the year is black currant. McCormick predicts the tart berry will soon be big in American dishes. And drinks, blackcurrant is starting to appear on menus, notably in cocktails and soft drinks. McCormick's flavor of the year is part of its annual report on dining trends. Nearly a third of American teenagers now use AI chatbots every day, according to new research. Almost 70% of teens have used an AI chatbot at least once. Of daily users, 16% are on the platform several times a day or almost constantly. Girls and boys report using chatbots at nearly equal rates. If you've been in the market for a new car but thought prices were already too high, experts warn to prepare for sticker shock again next year. Ivan Rodriguez has the latest outlook on the auto industry.
Tariffs, changes in fuel efficiency, and falling interest rates are all playing a role in pushing car costs up, despite the Trump administration's views to the contrary, according to industry experts. The increased price tag of cars is part of a larger affordability crisis.
I think for a lot of people, you almost kind of have to unlearn everything prior to your car purchase from last time because everything has changed.
Ivan Drury with Edmunds says people who haven't purchased a car in the last 6 to 7 years will likely be met with sticker shock.
You bought pre-COVID, you were looking at vehicle prices closer to $38,000 to $39,000. Right now, that 49, that 50, that's sticker shock. That is very jarring.
Car buyers often shop based on their anticipated monthly payment, with roughly 80% of new car sales financed, according to Experian. Nearly a fifth of new cars now have monthly payments of $1,000 or more, Experian says, a result of a 30% increase in car prices and sharply higher interest rates since October 2019. To end the year, Drury expects average prices to rise again because of luxury car sales.
December, expect another high number, over 50K. Yeah, I could definitely see that happen. January, things slow down a little bit, right? They're actually trying to sell a lot of old inventory. We'll probably see 25%, maybe 20% of the vehicles sold in January being 2025 model year.
I'm Ivan Rodriguez reporting.
That is a steep car payment. We'll take us a look at your consumer news. We'll send it over now to meteorologist Art Jarrett. He's got an update on our forecast on this alert day.
Well, one of those days, yeah, that continues on. It's not done yet. We still have that snow continue to press through the area right now. And of course, we're also looking at that, but just about to leave La Crosse and of course, leaving Sparta as well. You're getting areas down to the south, Vernon County, all the way down to Crawford County, picking up some snow. Richland County also picking up some snow right now. They're getting the good stuff right now currently. As we take a wider view here, once again, I'll take a view right here. This batch is coming toward us as we go right for the noon hour, right there towards Fort Eau Claire. And then back again, we've got more snow picking up as we go right into your Thursday and possibly your Friday. We'll hold on to how the kids going to school this early morning. So yeah, snow tapers, breezy conditions out there as well, if I spelled that right. And of course, we're going to be seeing at least cloudier skies giving way to 24 degrees. You notice the temperature in the morning is warmer than the temperature in the afternoon by the time we get to 3 o'clock for the kids getting out of school. Yeah, we're going to be seeing our high later on this morning, possibly getting into areas right by Eau Claire. You'll look at 23 degrees. Snow moves on. And as you can see here, we're looking at how this all plays out, getting into at 21 degrees for the afternoon. So once again, warmer in the morning, colder in the afternoon as that plays out. All right, we get into that. We're holding on to all these alerts now, starting to fall apart. And as they do, well, we're going to have to put aside that alert days. But right now, it's all about driving safe now. That's all the way into it today. This is going to continue on today. We've got icy roadways. We also have some drifting snow. Breezy and gusty winds are still going to hold on, even though the alerts will go away as we finish out this hour. Holding on to the possibility as we go right into the 7 o'clock hour. Temperatures in the 20s widespread. Snow will track out of the region. We should be done with that. Then we take a look here trying to cross the river as we get into the 1 o'clock hour time frame here. Possibly it looks like it's going to cross and move over and start to bring some snow for Eau Claire, possibly even La Crosse, but it falls apart. But the temperatures drop by 5 degrees when that does happen. Those northerly winds are going to continue to blow and make it much colder on your skin. We'll also get into the 9 o'clock for tonight. Similar conditions with those winds still holding on, but the teens are showing up. We'll also see maybe a little bit of snow kicking in as we go into tomorrow. 1 o'clock in the afternoon once again, heading for Eau Claire, getting into La Crosse as well, continuing on, going widespread as we get into the 3 o'clock hour for everyone. And that continues on all the way to 6 o'clock hour. So another batch of snowfall. So that goes almost at least from about 1 o'clock or so all the way to 6 p.m. in the evening. And eventually we're still not done. It continues all the way to the 8:30 hour, going to the 9 o'clock hour, still holding on to snow for Eau Claire. La Crosse is in that as well. Still having that continue on with some winds coming up out of the south. So that means temperatures, you think, would start to melt this snow a little bit more so, but holding on to at least the midnight hour or so. We're looking at snow still holding on for Eau Claire all the way into La Crosse, as well as Prairie du Chien with a little taste of that as well. We'll finish out going into your Thursday. Now, this is showing a limited amounts of snowfall moving through the area, but we're looking at 2 to 4 inches, possibly getting into areas by Mason. That could wane a little bit more so and finish that out, holding on to the possibility of the alert day. We'll hold on to how this all plays out. We have the alert day that's going to end within this hour. We'll also see as we get into 27 degrees for you. Then we get into how this all plays out going to Thursday, finishing out going through the afternoon, and then, of course, getting into the evening and overnight, turning into Friday as we get into a 40% chance of snowfall that continues on. Temperatures around, say, 20 degrees, that's more around there, 19 to 20 degrees, giving way to colder conditions as we get into your Saturday. That's a 30% chance of showers popping in there. They'll be light, holding on to 3 degrees for your high in the morning, for the lows, -3, giving way to Sunday, where we're holding on to sunnier skies. Colder conditions ensue still. -13 degrees, getting into a high of 5 degrees going into your Sunday. The possibility of colder conditions still lingering on. We'll see at least maybe some colds, a cooler, similar to what we have for today. We'll pick that up going into -3 for the morning, so it'll be much colder in the morning, giving way to 23 degrees for your high, 32 degrees for Tuesday, with a possibility of, again, temperatures slowly but surely bumping up all the way into the upper 30s as we get into Wednesday, with a 20% chance of snowfall possibly in the forecast for you. Back to you, Alexandra.
Woo-wee. Thank you, Art. The CDC's annual abortion report is delayed, the first since the overturning of Roe v. Wade. Just ahead, we'll tell you what's behind the holdup and how to protect your skin during this bout of coldness after the morning sports blitz. For now, we will leave you with a live look from our News 8 Storm Runner on South Avenue heading south. You can see the roads are still pretty covered. We do know that the plows and the salt trucks all out working hard this morning to get those roads in shape for you. Of course, they've got quite the battle ahead. Just want to remind everybody to take it slow, give yourself some extra time as you head out the door because conditions are not ideal out there. Stay safe, everybody. We'll check back in with the Storm Runner just ahead.
Coming up in sports, a rundown of Wisconsin athletics. The Badgers have been red hot on the court and on the ice. I've got the details coming up in the Morning Blitz.
Time is running out at Howe's Diamond Jewelers in downtown La Crosse. These are the final days of the sale, with up to 80% off diamonds, gemstones, and gold jewelry. You won't see savings like this again, so come in now before it's all gone.
Blain's Farm and Fleet's huge gift sale is going on now, and that means unbeatable value on unique gifts for all the originals on your list. Like our quality assortment of Tamarack winter boots, all 25% off, featuring a variety of cozy, comfortable styles to keep the whole family warm all season long. Plus, for the hard to shop for, check out our wide range of gift cards, which are always perfect gifts. Knock out your holiday shopping for less during our huge gift sale only at Blain's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Electrical problems are a headache. We started Olson Brothers Electric to make your next project simple and stress-free. We've invested in the technology to make working with us easy. You can book your appointment online in minutes. Get text updates so you're never left guessing. We're taking electrical service into the digital age. We are always transparent with our estimates. Any electrical project, no matter the size, we've got you covered. We keep electrical service simple. We're the Olson Brothers.
Love Arby's famous roast beef? Love Hickory barbecue sauce? Love 2 for $6 deals? Meet the RBQ. It loves to be loved. Arby's, we have the meat.
We're here at A1 Vacuum Sales and Service to tell you about the great vacuums you can get for your home today. Oh, look, it's Lance, the new owner of A1 himself.
I don't do interviews, I do vacuums. At A1 Vacuum, we care about reliable products and service, and that hasn't changed with the new ownership. Our vacuums clean deeper and are built to last. We carry vacuums from all the top brands and can service any make and model.
Stop in, see the changes to A1 Vacuum today.
Time is running out at Howe's Diamond Jewelers in downtown La Crosse. These are the final days of the sale with up to 80% off diamonds, gemstones, and gold jewelry. You won't see savings like this again, so come in now before it's all gone.
Keeping you safe and ahead of the storm with current conditions and updated video forecasts from the local team that warns you first. The News 8 Now First Warn Weather app, giving you more than what you'd expect. Get it now. No, seriously, like, right now. News 8 Now Sports.
Welcome to the Morning Blitz. It was a rough football season for Badger fans, but now on the court and on the ice, Wisconsin Athletics are red hot. Let's start with the men's basketball team. Over the weekend, they won a big in-state battle over Marquette in dominating fashion, 96-76. John Blackwell had 30 points in that one, going 6 of 12 from 3, lighting up the Golden Eagle defense. He also had 26 points earlier in the week against Northwestern, and with that, Blackwell was named the Big Ten Player of the Week. The Badgers have their second conference game on Wednesday when they go on the road to take on number 23 Nebraska. On the women's side, they're off to a hot start as well. Over the weekend, they took down number 20 and previously unbeaten Michigan State in their first conference game of the season. They are now 7-3 on the year and will be taking on San Diego today at 11 a.m. Prairie du Chien native Lily Cron averaging 14 minutes a game and shooting 62% from three-point land. On the volleyball court, there are just 16 teams remaining in the D1 tournament. Wisconsin dominated their first and second round matchups in Madison, but now the competition will go up a notch as they'll go down to Austin to face the 2-seed Stanford on Friday. The Badgers have made it to at least the Elite 8 in each of the last 7 seasons. In fact, head coach Kelly Sheffield has never not made it to the Sweet 16 since he took over in 2013. So this is a spot he has a lot of experience in.
This is a long week between our last match and this next one. You know, we were one of the first ones done. The opening weekends were one of the last ones to get started this second week, so it's a little bit longer break. They probably don't know what to do with this else right now, but you just want them hungry, you want them excited, you want them to, continue to enjoy the process.
On the ice, both the men's and women's team are off to hot starts. The women currently ranked 1 in the country, and they just went on the road and beat second-ranked Ohio State twice last week. They're currently 18-1-1. The men also having a great season, currently ranked second. They're 12-2-2 on the year, but they are 3-1 against Michigan and Michigan State, who are ranked first and third in the country. That'll do it for the Blitz. We'll see you tonight.
If your basement walls are peeling, that is not appealing. So this is water damage,
yes,
man?
Sir. That's water damage.
How many people right now have compromise in their basement brought on by water?
Oh, the majority. I mean, water is the enemy of a home.
Right.
But it's better to have it assessed to give you that ease of mind.
Sure.
Inspections are free. Might as well just give us a call to help.
Innovative Basement Authority is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
Stop into Pischke Motors to get your new Ram now. Get a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty on all new 2026 Ram trucks. This offer will end December 31st, so stop in now. And during the wrap-up-the-year sales event, get 0% financing for 60 months on all new 2026 Bighorn and Laramie Ram 1500s. Or save over $10,000 off MSRP on select inventory. Hurry in because this offer ends December 31st. Go to Pischke.com, Pischke Motors West Salem, or Pischke Motors La Crosse.
Experience the thrill of gaming at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin. Whether you're a slots enthusiast or prefer the excitement of table games, we've got you covered. Enjoy delicious dining options, live entertainment, and exclusive promotions that add even more memories and adventure to your visit at any one of our 6 locations. And coming soon to Beloit. More of our amazing gaming options, amenities, and outstanding service you can count on. Find your fun today at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin.
The gift of relaxation and pampering is the perfect gift to give this holiday season. It is the Sue Colby's experience, the gift your special someone is really hoping for, and the gift she really deserves. Order your gift cards online today at SueColby's.com or pick them up at Sue Colby's Salon and Day Spa, because she deserves the very best.
At Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, our warehouses are overflowing with items ready for delivery. Bedrooms, sofas, kitchen and dining, it's all in stock. On top of sale prices, if it's in our warehouse, you can take an extra $100 off items over $1,000, $200 off items over $3,000, or $300 off items over $6,000. If it's in stock, save even more. But these discounts won't last. Shop Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, voted your favorite furniture store.
December is the best time to buy windows.
Right now, you can buy 2 Energy Tech windows and get the 3rd one free, but only for the first 15 homes.
And we're giving you 12 months with no interest and no payments.
Buy now and install in the spring.
These are the best prices of the year, and you can lock in before the January price increases.
Plus, you'll get a bonus Amazon gift card with your purchase.
Don't wait. These spots go fast. Call Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions right now and get the best pricing of the year.
First Warn Weather on News 8 Now.
The alert day is almost over, holding on to the possibility of hazardous road travel out there with snow and slick roads out there. When I return, we'll talk about more about this in just a moment.
And right now this morning, snow and ice causing some slick conditions for your morning commute. News 8's Allison Fergit will take a live look at the roads for you before you head out. And big changes to the state's Move Over law. We'll have more on the bill signed by Governor Evers. And how to keep your skin healthy and vibrant during these cold, dry winter months. Thanks for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter. On this Wednesday, December 10th, just about 6:30 a.m., big story of the day is, of course, the weather. If you're heading out soon, you want to know what to expect out there. For those answers, we'll send it over to meteorologist Art Jarrett, tracking it all for us. Hello over there.
Hello, my friend. Hey, right now we're losing the snowfall. It's tapering off for La Crosse currently by the airport and finishing off. Then we get into how this all shapes up. We have the alert day that continues on for this hour and continues all the way for all areas now. We have most of the alerts have backed off for at least the winter storm alert has done. We still have the winter weather advisory for areas by Prairie du Chien in Vernon County as well as you go through Crawford County. We'll also be picking up the hazardous road travel. That will be holding on for everyone to finish out the day. However, the alert day will not go with that. Refreezing snowfall, of course, and of course we have the gusty winds up to 30 miles per hour. So that means blowing and drifting snow to finish out most of the morning. And as we go through it, you're going to be seeing that snow continue to track all the way down to Prairie du Chien. And as it does, it goes to the Richland Center as well. Lows this morning, it's a different story. Temperatures are much warmer this morning than they will be later on this afternoon. And I laugh about that because I'll show you in a second. But you can see still a little bit of light flurry possible for La Crosse. You have Eau Claire with a little light breeze. Winona is now on the drier side of things right now, holding on to the possibility of, again, possible highs as we go through the 7 o'clock hour, maybe even the 9 o'clock hour as we finish out today for our highs for the day, believe it or not. And this is the AM, and drier conditions will ensue. You get into Eau Claire, you still have a couple of chances to finish out through the mid-morning hours and eventually into the late morning hours, possibly as you finish out with another batch of snow coming in from the west, just going towards Minneapolis right now. We'll hold on to the possibility of, again, increasing temperatures gradually as we have those numbers in 19 to 20 degrees. Then we drop them down as we go into Saturday and Sunday, where those highs will be 3 to 5 degrees, and then bump them right back up going into next week. Alexandra, back to you.
Thank you, Art. Snow and ice making a bit of a mess for your morning commute this morning. News 8's Allison Fergit is live on the roads for us in the News 8 Storm Runner. Allison, what can we expect out there?
Well, good morning, Alexandra, and you can expect some very slick roads. I'm going to give you a look at what we are seeing here as we are heading out of downtown La Crosse to the North La Crosse area, kind of on our way to Onalaska. And as I said, the roads, they are quite slick, and you can see they are a bit covered. But some good news is that we are seeing way less snowfall than we were seeing earlier this morning. So as Art mentioned, it is kind of tapering off now, and hopefully in a couple hours, it'll be completely done, and our snow plows and our salt trucks can really get the job done for us. We've seen so many of them out today. So grateful for them as they are doing their best to make sure the roads are as safe as possible for everybody that is traveling this morning. But as you can definitely see, the roads still are covered as that snow continues to fall down. Those roads are slick, and it's kind of hard to see exactly where one lane ends and another one starts. So make sure to give yourself some grace and some extra space as well as your fellow driver too. Make sure to give them some grace as everyone is still kind of getting used to those winter conditions. Not our first winter storm of the year, but we are still getting into winter, still very at the beginning of that season for us. So everyone's still getting used to those conditions. But something else that we are noticing while we are driving this morning is that when you're stopping and then trying to start again, so when you're at an intersection, it can be a little tricky to get yourself started again. The tires kind of kick up that extra slush and you might kind of slide a little bit or slip. So just make sure that you're mindful of that too. Maybe don't try and floor it right away when you are trying to start up again, because you might see some of that sliding and slipping, and you don't want to get into anybody else's lane. But yeah, it does look like the weather is clearing up a little bit, so that is some good news for us. But for now, we will send it back to you, Alexandra, in studio.
All right, been a couple years since we've had a true wintry wallop like this, so thank you for those reminders, Allison. Stay safe out there. And La Crosse declaring a snow emergency. That means alternate side parking is in effect. That started at midnight. It'll run till Friday at 6 p.m. Vehicles can only park on the side of the street with addresses corresponding with that day's date. We are not the only ones dealing with this winter weather. Jared Hill takes a look at the freezing temps gripping parts of the country.
Overnight, a whiteout in Wisconsin as heavy snow led to a winter weather advisory in parts of the state. Plow trucks were out in Minnesota, with the upper Midwest bracing for more snow early in the season.
This time of the year is a lot different for drivers because they're learning how to drive in the snow again.
Snow removal is a very hard business.
In St. Paul, the earlier bout of winter weather is creating steady work for Ryan Warner's company.
Everyone's signing contracts, they want to be covered.
But it's not all about making money. There are also neighbors helping neighbors. A member of the St. Louis City Snow Angels volunteer group was out clearing the sidewalk for one of their own, inside after ankle surgery.
It's a 2-to-1 ratio of people who need help versus those who can help. And not everyone can help out for every storm.
For this Minnesota business, the chilly temperatures are a cold comfort, with snowmobile sales seeing a boom after a lengthy lull.
It's been really tough, honestly, you know, not having snow for 2 years and actually one of those not having ice.
In the Pacific Northwest, a powerful storm system dubbed an atmospheric river dumped inches of heavy rain, leading to high water and causing this waterfall to swell, flooding roads around Snohomish County in Washington state.
I don't think people are taking it very serious. I mean, this whole valley you can't even get to now. So if anybody has an emergency out there, they have to get a boat.
As levels are expected to continue to rise, prompting local officials to declare a state of emergency. Jared Hill, CBS News.
And in Minneapolis, police say a man died last night when a snowplow struck him in a parking lot at MSP Airport. The victim is believed to be a 47-year-old man. The Minnesota State Patrol is currently investigating. A reminder for you, in between newscasts, you can use the First Warn weather app to track conditions on your block. Some news happening around the state. Governor Tony Evers signing a bill expanding on the state's move over law. Currently, the law only applies to emergency vehicles and certain vehicles with flashing lights. Now, any vehicle with hazards would be included. Childhood vaccination rates are dropping in Wisconsin, and Democratic lawmakers want to do something about it. 86.4% of students met minimum vaccine requirements during the 24-25 school year. That's down about 3% from the year before. Current law says anyone under 18 needs parental consent to get vaccinated. One bill is aiming to lower that to 16.
When you start having large numbers of kids in our classrooms who haven't received vaccines for measles and mumps and rubella, or for polio, you're putting every child, and particularly those most medically vulnerable children, at risk.
The other bill would end Wisconsin's personal conviction waiver, which allows parents to exempt their children from vaccines for personal reasons. Driftless Humane Society unveiling a new spay and neuter surgery suite that offers new state-of-the-art pre-operation surgery and recovery space. Once a month, the suite will host vets for high-volume operations.
Rural areas obviously are a little bit tougher to get access to care and our resources. There's less financial resources, there's less manpower, and so it's really important for us to come together, collaborate, and build these spaces.
The Humane Society is also raising funds for phase 2 of the surgery space. It's looking to raise $50,000. Logan Middle School students creating blessing bags for people in need. A local grant is helping take their project to the next level. The student council proposed the idea of blessing bags, small care kits with essential items in them. The students took their idea to La Crosse Soup, where local groups present projects and the audience votes on who wins a micro grant.
Shocking, honestly, to find out that we won. I was not fully expecting it because there was just so many amazing pitches there and everybody truly deserved the money. But just to find out that we're going to be able to do our project is kind of amazing.
The students now have $2,500 for their blessing bags. Their original plan was to fill 180 bags, but they may be able to fill even more. If you want to contribute, you can reach out to Logan Middle School. Today is the Salt Smart Kickoff event at the Black River Beach Neighborhood Center starting at 4. It'll teach you about the negative impacts road salt in the winter has on the environment. Attendees will participate in a brine making workshop and can take the Salt Smart Pledge. Registration is encouraged at the Forestry Department's website. In our medical news this morning, the CDC's annual abortion report is delayed. It would show the first full year of data since the overturning of Roe v. Wade. The Health and Human Services Department is blaming the CDC's former chief doctor, but she says major job cuts are responsible for the setback. And a new study in the journal Pediatrics found kids who own a phone by age 12 face higher rates of depression, obesity, and insufficient sleep. With the holiday break fast approaching, doctors say now is the time to talk to your kids about screen use while school's out. If your child is using a device, they recommend doing it socially, like gaming with friends or a FaceTime conversation. Dipping temperatures can wreak havoc on your skin this time of year. Mandy Gaither speaks with a dermatologist about how to protect it during the winter.
It's the season of dry skin, and if you're feeling the itch, you're not alone.
The cold temperatures outside, the high heat, and the low humidity, all of those factors play a role into making our skin more dry and more sensitive.
Dr. Susan Masick with the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center says there are ways to protect your skin and provide some relief. She says it starts with hydration.
You want to moisturize, moisturize, moisturize. You can never moisturize enough.
Masick says most products out there are effective. Emollients and ointments like petroleum jelly can help seal moisture into the skin. Creams that have more oil than water can replenish skin to keep it healthy.
Lotions tend to have more water, and so they are able to glide on the skin more easily than creams, but creams and ointments are more moisturizing.
And when outdoors, she says to cover up to make sure your skin isn't exposed to the elements. Inside, consider using a humidifier and avoid taking long, hot showers. Keep it lukewarm and shorter. She says to also pay attention to what you're washing with.
And make sure we're using mild soaps, gentle cleansers, avoid the really harsh astringents, toners, perfumes, scented types of cleansers that can actually help irritate the skin.
And the doctor says it's a good idea to adjust your skincare routine this time of year, adding additional moisturizer and still using that SPF. Coming up in our Buzz Report, a cult classic celebrating an anniversary. Find out how the movie Clue is celebrating.
While chlorine helps keep city water safe, did you know it could be damaging to your hair and skin? Our new dual media 2-in-1 water softener and carbon filter combo removes that hardness and chlorine. So upgrade your water today and protect your home and your health.
What if buying a car felt easy? At Maury's Auto Group, it does. With Maury's Best Price First, there's no haggling, no hassle, just upfront, honest pricing. And with Maury's team, you get guidance, not pressure. You always get more with Maury's. More help, more clarity, and more value. Visit any Maury's Auto Group dealership now through December 13th and get an instant $500 trade-in bonus on your new car purchase during our Joy of Savings event. Or go to Maury'sAuto.com and get more with Maury's.
More joy, more style, and more savings. That's what you'll find at King Furniture this holiday season. With our incredible stock of inventory, you can always find whatever you need ready for free delivery. And if it's a custom look you want, we have you covered. Shop our selection of England sofas and sectionals and choose from thousands of fabrics and leathers. Plus, when you trade in your old furniture, get a discount on new, and we'll haul away the old for free. There's no better time to shop at King Furniture.
Beef dreams to be slow roasted by Arby's, tossed in hickory barbecue sauce, and sold 2 for $6. Who are you to deny dreams? Arby's, we have the meat.
Your home, a place of comfort and safety, could be trying to tell you something. Interior cracks, sloping floors, hard to open doors and windows are all signals of foundation failure that you can't ignore. Choose American Waterworks.
Eagle Crest North in Onalaska is expanding. Our tradition of excellence continues to grow with the addition of our new luxury senior apartments opening in January 2026. Choose your ideal home from well-designed floor plans featuring modern kitchens, spacious living areas, and ample storage. I'm Tammy, and I've been welcoming residents to our community for 17 years. Call me today to reserve your new home.
Join us for a weekly open house or schedule your private tour today.
Find happiness. Find something familiar and new. Find connection. Find culture. Find community. Find yourself at the La Crosse Symphony.
Get your tickets now for Holiday Glories on December 20th, sponsored by Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning and Hale Skemp, Hansen Skemp and Slike at lacrossesymphony.org.
Maxwell White Water Conditioning is the Coulee region's trusted leader in water conditioning. From hardness to chlorine to iron, we eliminate it all for cleaner and healthier water. When you need the best, call the experts. Call Maxwell White.
Well, good morning to you as we get into your local forecast here. Holding on to that snowfall, still leaving La Crosse now, getting down to the south side of La Crosse all the way down to Prairie du Chien. That continues on as we see most of that snowfall continues to push through the region now. Taking a wider view, this batch right here holding on to areas right by Bismarck, leaving out of the Dakotas there, heading toward Twin Cities, and that's eventually going to try to get towards Eau Claire. Once we get into the early afternoon, possibly by 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock or so, we should be done. Nice little troughing pattern here that continues to move on with colder air still coming in from the north there, out of areas from Canada as well as from the northern plain states. And we take a look here. The winter storm warnings are still happening for areas by Green Bay, getting out towards the lake, and then down to the south here, we're still holding on to the possibility of some of those winter weather advisories still in play. As you can see, everybody else is pretty much out to the north is done. Drive safely out there because the roadways look like that out there. Some of those roads that have not been plowed, and some of those off streets getting into some of the streets in the neighborhoods as well. So please be careful. As Alexandra as well as Allison has mentioned before, we've got the icy roadways, the drifting snow out there because of the breezy and gusty winds, but you get into those intersections, and a lot of folks like to kind of walk across, go into the crosswalk and just walk out without stopping and kind of walk in the middle of the street. Those sidewalks and as well as the intersections are very slushy, so please be careful. Your brakes will make you skid, and you'll continue on. You may even bump into that person that's trying to cross the street. So all day, we're going to see this difficult travel going to the area, holding on to the possibility of snowfall getting down to the 7 o'clock hour down by Prairie du Chien and Bosco, as I mentioned before. Then another batch trying to come back again, as I also showed you, coming towards Minneapolis, then eventually trying to go to Eau Claire, but it falls apart. As you can see right now, as the model's not really picking it up right now, but it takes the temperatures, drops them down by 5 degrees or so, and it continues on. We also see temperatures by 9 o'clock holding on to single digits all the way to teens in the forecast there, down to the south, almost near 20 degrees. Once you get in the 7 o'clock hour for tomorrow morning, well, kids going to school, you're looking at temperatures from -6 all the way to -4 in Eau Claire. La Crosse is holding on to -1, and then 10 degrees for Prairie du Chien. Other locations like Black River Falls and Sparta, you're looking at -1 to 5 degrees for areas by Sparta. Snowfall sneaks right back in as we go to the 1 o'clock hour for tomorrow as well, heading for Eau Claire, getting over La Crosse already now. So scooting out down to the south, working along I-90, putting that snowfall already on the ground. So 1 o'clock all the way to 3 o'clock, widespread snow is in your forecast. That continues to kick in as we go right back into how this all shapes up going into your 6 o'clock hour. Still widespread snowfall going into your evening commute. Still picking up some breezy winds, I should say, all the way into from the south now. And then eventually we'll start to see these temperatures start to cool off again, even more so. 4 degrees, 5 degrees, 11 degrees as you go in the at least about the 8 o'clock hour in the evening. You'll see 20 degrees still holding on to Prairie du Chien. But by the time we get through the midnight hour, snowfall is still there. -2 for Eau Claire. La Crosse is at least 9 degrees. We get into Winona, 4 degrees. Over in Black River Falls, 3 degrees, and 2 degrees for areas by Sparta. We take a look how this all shapes up. We get that snow. This model is showing a little bit less of the snowfall, and it's just showing about 1 inch or less in the forecast. So I'm just showing you how this all changes. Even in Mason City, as I told you, that was going to change, and that's what happened already. It was like a little bit higher, and now it's down to 2 to 4 inches now. We'll still see this continue to change as we go through the next few days. The alert day is almost done. We're going to find ourselves out with a 20% chance of rainfall as we get in the afternoon, possibly more so up by Eau Claire. As I told you before, it's a low chance, so maybe you won't even see it, but we started out with a 100% 30% chance, and that is now waning as well. Tomorrow is a 30% chance going to a 40% chance as we go from Thursday to Friday. Snowfall with temperatures around 20 degrees or so. Holding on to Saturday and Sunday, that's when those temperatures begin to fall, plummet with another batch of colder air starting to sneak in. That sticks with us all the way through Sunday, going into early Monday morning. Then eventually it bumps back up where temperatures get back into the 20s, 30s by the time we get into Tuesday and Wednesday, with a 20% chance of showers, possibly snow showers popping in the forecast. So please be careful, as I mentioned out there, and have a wonderful day. Alexandra, back to you.
In your Morning Buzz report, a New York judge postponed Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni's civil trial by 2 months. The new date is May 18th, moved to accommodate other criminal cases. Lively is suing Baldoni over alleged sexual harassment on the set of It Ends With Us. Both actors are expected to testify. The murder mystery Clue celebrates its 40th anniversary this week based on the board game. The movie was released with 3 different endings. It bombed at the box office, but it has since become a beloved cult classic. Clue the movie is available to rent or buy on Paramount Plus. Taylor Swift keeps making music history. Her album, The Life of a Showgirl, is #1 on the 2025 year-end Billboard 200 albums chart. It is the record 5th time Swift has topped the year-end tally. She also did it last year with the Tortured Poets Department.
On the rivers of the Amazon.
Wow, it's unbelievable.
This river can kill you in 1,000 ways.
The year was 1997, and Jennifer Lopez went up against a giant snake in Anaconda. You remember that, Art? A reboot starring Jack Black and Paul Rudd will hit theaters this month, but the original is out now in 4K in a limited edition steelbook release. I seem to have missed that one.
Yeah, I did too, but I know it was around.
Before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8.
Hey, Ashlyn is turning 8. She loves cats and drawing pictures.
Happy birthday to you, Ashlyn. And if you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, or 88, we'd love to feature them.
That's right. Just upload their photo to our website, news8000.com, and look for the Submit Pictures button on the Home tab on our website.
Stay with us. We have everything you need to know in 5 minutes or less. Your Morning News Now is up next.
Start your holiday shopping with the Holman Locker and Meat Market. Order a double smoked ham, prime rib, fresh turkey, or smoked salmon. Create a custom gift basket. Don't forget the beer and the best beef jerky for your get-together. Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
Dahl Honda is proud to sponsor News 8 Now's top-notch teacher program. It's always a highlight of our month to recognize the top-notch teacher and thank them for all they do for our students in school. Dahl Honda values the great work all teachers do for our children and community. If you know a teacher who deserves top-notch teacher recognition, please nominate them. Thank you, teachers, for going above and beyond, providing a top-notch education.
Clock's ticking on holiday shopping. Beat the rush and finish your list for less at Fleet Farm. Get a free DeWalt 20-volt max lithium battery with select Bear Tool purchases during DeWalt Deal Days. Save 30% on field and forest flannel for the family. And get 25% off our entire stock of slippers, in-store only. Wrap up your shopping at Fleet Farm with great gifts at the best prices guaranteed. And for even more gift ideas, check out our gift guides at fleetfarm.com.
The easiest way to furnish your cabin is at Black River Furniture Outlet. Bring the outdoors in with a handmade dining table set, crafted from the finest woods like hickory, walnut, maple, and barnwood. Shop cozy Amish rockers and upholstery, or Wisconsin-made easy sofas with customizable fabrics. Pair it all with a cabin rug, 5x8s, 8x10s, scatters, and runners available. And before you leave, visit the bed shed. Check out our rustic bedroom groups and bunk beds, as well as our Amish office furniture. Open 7 days a week, Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
Electrical problems are a headache. We started Olsen Brothers Electric to make your next project simple and stress-free. We've invested in the technology to make working with us easy. You can book your appointment online in minutes. Get text updates so you're never left guessing. We're taking electrical service into the digital age. We are always transparent with our estimates. Any electrical project, no matter the size, we've got you covered. We keep electrical service simple. We're the Olsen Brothers.
Start your holiday shopping with the Holman Locker and Meat Market. Order a double smoked ham, prime rib, fresh turkey, or smoked salmon. Create a custom gift basket. Don't forget the beer and the best beef jerky for your get-together. Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
It's definitely going to be a snow that's going to pile up.
Yeah, that's the stuff. The white stuff, to be exact.
Winter's here, and it looks like it's going to be a while.
It sure is. And don't forget, when it comes to winter's worst, expect more from the best. First Warn Weather.
A major snowfall event.
Travel will be hazardous, sometimes impossible at times.
But man, I tell you what, we have bitter cold conditions come in as we go through Wednesday afternoon. Snowfall continues across most of the area. We still got the alert day just for that.
First Warn Weather on News 8 Now.
Happy holidays from News 8 Now.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, there's a lot to love. Did it hit your spirit?
Right in the shine or not?
The biggest stars.
Clock it.
Ooh, Mariah Carey!
And all these years now, you're still killing it.
Incredible performances. You got them going. Inspiring stories.
Connection has no color. It's my brother.
You are loved.
I'm about to cry.
Don't you just love this joy? I hope y'all feel the love.
Weekdays at 4 on News 8. News 8 Now, weekends. Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Well, take a look at this dash cam footage. Oh my gosh, capturing the moment a plane landed right on top of a car on a Florida highway. This was during rush hour traffic when the small aircraft crashed down on I-95, colliding, like you saw there, with the back of a Toyota Camry. The NTSB says the small plane lost power in both engines. The driver of the vehicle was taken to the hospital with minor injuries. Nobody else was hurt. It is 6:54, time for your morning news now. Governor Tony Evers signing a new bill expanding on the state's move over law. Currently, the law only applies to emergency vehicles and certain vehicles with flashing lights. Now, any vehicle with flashing lights or hazards would be included. La Crosse declaring a snow emergency. That means alternate side parking is in effect. That started at midnight, ending Friday at 6 p.m. Vehicles can only park on the side of the street with addresses corresponding with that day's date. In Minneapolis, police say a man died last night when a snowplow struck him in the parking lot at MSP Airport. The victim is believed to be a 47-year-old man. The Minnesota State Patrol is investigating. And now taking a live look from our News 8 storm runner downtown La Crosse. This is on Main Street. You can see that the roads are still covered here. We did have some snowfall overnight and early into this morning, causing some slick conditions. We do know the plows and salt trucks are hard at work, but obviously still not able to get everywhere. So if you are heading out this morning, make sure you slow down, give yourself some extra time, some extra space, follow all of those rules. Take it easy out there. But Art, conditions are improving, right? The snow plows are out, the snow has stopped, getting a little bit better.
Yes, it's getting better. The snowfall is moving towards Prairie du Chien now. It's leaving La Crosse, going to Vernon County, eventually off into Crawford County as well. Holding on to a possible high as we get into the 7 o'clock hour, maybe even the 9 o'clock hour, depends how this all plays out. But we're going to be seeing that today. It'll be warmer this morning than it will be in the afternoon. Holding on to more snowfall sneaking back again as we go right to finish out the morning hours for Eau Claire. So we'll keep an eye on that, how that plays out for you. 20s, again, warmer in the morning than it will be in the afternoon, giving way to at least temperatures from 27 and then cooling into the 20s to at least, again, to single digits as we go into Saturday and Sunday for the weekend. It's going to be bitterly cold, my friends, so prepare yourself for all of that.
Yeah, wow, that temperature took a little bit of a tank. From 7 to 3.
Big time.
Wow.
Big
all
time.
right. Well, stay warm, stay safe. Keep checking in with us. We'll keep you updated. Art will stay tracking the forecast, and we will see you back here at noon.